You weren't born in a sterile hospital room, but at the crossroads of two worlds. Your first cry drowned out the thunder of hell. Your father was Sparda, a demon who betrayed his own kind for the love of humanity. Your mother was Eva, a woman with the heart of an angel. You are a half-breed, a freak of nature. The bridge between hell and earth, and everyone wants to see it burn. Your childhood wasn't about toys and school. It was sword practice with your twin brother, who wanted to be stronger than you with every passing second. Virgil, your mirror image. You wear red, he wears blue. You are chaos, he is order. You love each other as much as you hate each other. But the peace doesn't last. You're 8 years old. Demons show up at your door and they're not here to play nice. They've come to slaughter the traitor's family. You watch your home burn. You smell the sulfur and charred flesh. Your mother hides you in a closet. Stay strong, Dante. Those are the last words you hear before she's torn to pieces. You survive, but you're dead inside. You lose your brother, you lose your mother, you lose your name. Now, you're Tony Redgrave. Your youth is spent on the run, fighting in back alleys and drinking cheap whiskey. You're a mercenary. You sell your sword to the highest bidder, but deep down, you're only hunting for one thing: the three-eyed demon who murdered your family. You open your own agency. The name is a middle finger to fate. Devil may cry. Even demons cry. You know this because you're the one who makes them weep tears of blood. Your office is a run-down dump that's never been renovated. Your desk is a mountain of pizza boxes, empty bottles, and unpaid bills. You save the world for a living, but you can't even pay your water bill. Your diet would be suicide for a normal person. Pepperoni pizza, no olives, strawberry sundaes, and hard liquor. Your metabolism burns calories faster than you burn sinners. You're always hungry, always broke, and always drunk on your own swagger. Your style is a defense mechanism. You joke, laugh, and taunt your enemies, not because it's fun, it's a mask. If you ever stopped laughing, the screaming from the pain would start. And there's a lot of pain in your life. You get impaled by swords, spears, and scythes. For you, a hole through the chest isn't a death sentence, it's an excuse for a one-liner. Hey buddy, you ruined my favorite coat. Your arsenal? It's not just a collection of weapons, it's an extension of your demonic soul. Rebellion. A massive two-handed sword left by your father. Too heavy for any mortal to lift. The blade never dulls. Its hilt is a skull and bones. When you swing it, the air itself screams. This sword was dormant until your own blood awakened it. Literally. You were stabbed with your own blade, and instead of death, you unlocked its true power. Ebony and ivory. Two custom pistols built by the legendary gunsmith, Nell Goldstein. They never need to be reloaded. You channel your demonic energy into the bullets. You fire so fast the shots blend into a single, continuous note of death. Your fingers on the triggers move faster than the pistons in a race car. You're a walking artillery unit, the shotgun, Coyote A, for close-range conversations. It sends demons back to hell, one piece at a time. But your greatest weapon is you, the devil trigger. Your demonic form? You unleash the beast within. Your skin becomes a hardened shell, your eyes burn with fire, and your speed and regeneration become godlike. In this state, you are a god of war. But it drains you. You can't stay a demon forever, or you'll lose your humanity. The events of the third game. You're young, cocky, and haven't discovered shirts yet. A bald man named Arkham arrives and delivers an invitation from your brother. The invitation is a horde of demons that demolishes your office. You're not upset about the demons. You're pissed about the pizza. They stepped on it. This means war. A massive tower, the Temen Negru, erupts from the ground in the middle of the city. It's a phallic monument to your brother's ego. You start climbing. This is your ascension. You kill Cerberuses, vampires, and living statues. You claim a new weapon from every boss you defeat. Nunchucks made of ice? I'll take it. A guitar that shoots lightning and summons bats? Wrap it up. You turn murder into a rock concert. Your style rank, SSS, smokin', sexy style. The more stylishly you kill, the stronger you become. It's the currency of your world. Boring attacks don't cut it. You have to dance. You surf on enemy bodies, you ride rockets, you eat pizza in the middle of a fight. You reach the top of the tower. A reunion with your brother, Virgil. He's cold, precise, and fast. His katana, Yamato, cuts through space itself. He wants your father's power. You just want him to stop being an asshole. You fight in the pouring rain. You lose. He stabs you and takes your mother's amulet. As you lie in a pool of your own blood, the true demon inside you awakens. You chase after him. You realize this isn't about power. It's about responsibility. Your father protected humans. Now, it's your duty. You meet Lady, a girl with a rocket launcher who hates all demons, including you. She's got father issues too. You're a support group for victims of bad parents. You reach the final battle. You and your brother team up against a common enemy, Arkham, who has become a formless blob of goo. Jackpot. You both fire at the same time, but there's no happy ending. Virgil chooses to stay in hell. He falls into the abyss, rejecting your outstretched hand. You cry. For the first time in years. The rain hides your tears. You've won, but you're alone again. Years pass. You're a legend, whispered about in bars. The first game. Mallet Island. A blonde on a motorcycle bursts into your office. Trish. She looks exactly like your dead mother. It's a gut punch from the demon emperor, Mundus. He knows your weaknesses. You travel to the island. Gothic castles, demonic puppets, giant spiders. It all feels familiar. You meet a dark knight, Nilo Angelo. He's silent, but his fighting style is painfully familiar. When you knock off his helmet, you see your brother's face. Mundus enslaved him, broke him, turned him into a puppet. You have to kill him, again, with your own hands. It's the second time you've lost your brother. Your soul gets another layer of scars. You reach Mundus. He's a god who creates pocket dimensions. You don't care. You transform into the image of your father, Sparda himself. You shoot dragons out of your fists. You send a god back to the dirt he came from. Devil May Cry is now the name of your partnership with Trish. But she leaves. You're alone again. You're getting older. You can feel it. The fourth game. The City of Fortuna. A religious cult worships your father as a god. The irony. They pray to Sparda but hate his son. You crash through a stained glass window and shoot their pope in the middle of a sermon. The crowd is in shock. You look like the villain. But you know that under the holy robes, there are demons. You meet Nero, a kid with white hair and a demonic arm. He's cocky, hot-headed, and aggressive. He reminds you of yourself when you were young. You fight him, but you're not serious. You're just playing. You recognize Virgil's blood in him. He's your nephew. You feel like the old uncle who showed up to teach the kid a lesson. You give him the Yamato, his father's sword. It's your way of apologizing to your brother. You save the world again, this time with a yawn. For you, it's just another Tuesday. Then comes the quiet. Dante's worst enemy is boredom. You're sitting in your office with the power shut off. The debts are piling up. Lady and Trish bring you jobs, but the money goes to repairing city damages and buying more whiskey. You look at an old photo of your mother. You feel tired. Your body regenerates, but your soul never heals. You're waiting for the end. And it arrives. The fifth game. A mysterious man named V comes to you. He says a name that makes your blood run cold. Urizen, the Demon King. You go to fight him, but this time you lose. For real. Urizen shatters your sword, rebellion, like a toothpick. He knocks you out with a single blow. You fall into a coma for a month, buried under the rubble. You've lost. The world is ending. A demonic tree called the Cliffoth is sucking the blood from humanity. You awaken. You feel a call. You return to your old family home, to the ruins of the mansion where your mother died. You finally understand why your father gave you his sword. It's not just a weapon, it's a key. You stab yourself with the broken hilt of rebellion. You merge with it, and with your father's blade, the Sparda. You are reborn, the Sin Devil trigger. Now you have 4 wings, a black hole in your chest, and enough power to make reality itself crack. You fly to Urizen, You learn the truth. Urizen is the demonic half of Virgil. V is his human half. Your brother split himself in two to get rid of his weakness. He makes himself whole again. Virgil is back, alive, well, and more powerful than ever. At the top of the demonic tree stand two twins, two old men who've spent their entire lives trying to kill each other. Nero, your nephew, arrives and stops you. He slaps you both across the face. Stop fighting, you idiots! You look at your brother. You don't see an enemy. You see an equal. You both realize the tree's roots must be cut from inside hell. Someone has to stay behind and close the portal. It's a one-way trip. You jump in together, back to back. Jackpot! You're in hell, surrounded by legions of demons. But you're not scared. You're having fun. You finally made peace. Your eternity is an endless sparring match between two gods. Scores 1-1, Dante. I'm leading, Virgil. You laugh as you cut through the darkness. Your life summary. Your name is synonymous with style. You made red trench coats and white hair cool. You taught a generation of gamers that button mashing is for scrubs. You showed the world that you can be drowning in debt, living in a dump, and still save the universe with a smile. Your stats. Demons killed. A legion. Pizzas eaten. Roughly 8,000. Organs impaled. Hundreds. Your heart has been pierced so many times it has its own ventilation system, but it's still beating. Your love life? A complete disaster. You've flirted with every demoness and huntress you've met, but in the end, your only true partners are your sword and your brother. You're lonely, but that's your choice. You're afraid to get close to anyone because everyone you love dies. You are Dante, demon hunter, mercenary, son of Sparda. You're the guy who brings a gun to a sword fight and a sword to a gunfight. You turn tragedy into comedy and a bloodbath into an opera. Your life is chaos, pain, and rock and roll, and you wouldn't trade it for anything, not even if someone offered to pay your electric bill. Because for you, peace is death. You only feel alive when a blade is a millimeter from your face. Next time, you are KRATOS, the god of war, the Spartan who is too angry to die. You killed your family, you killed the Greek gods, you moved north, and then you started killing the Norse ones. Your skin is white with the ashes of your loved ones. Your cry of boy echoes across the 9 realms. It's a story of a rage that burns down universes. Tell us in the comments who you want to be. The stylish half-demon with a pizza, or the bald embodiment of fury with an axe. This is Through the Eyes of a Warrior. We dissect the souls of heroes. Subscribe before we start a smokin' sexy style combo on that subscribe button.